Koran, RLS.
My name is Lorenzo, her name is Teresa. She's the best marketing director in the world, and she's launched a new fragrance for Yves Saint Laurent. It's called Black.
Tell us a little bit about Black.
Black. But I don't know anything about the fragrance, but I know that Yves Saint Laurent is very cool in the vibe. And you know why? Because in a way, this country and this town is tailor-made for Yves Saint Laurent because it rocks.
What are your thoughts?
I can tell you more about the fragrance.
She can tell more.
It's a very addictive fragrance. The juice is simply, you can't stop smelling it. It's a new mix of coffee and jasmine flower, and we believe that it's going to be a huge success in this region. So we're very excited about it. It's an amazing black party. So we're here to surprise our guests and enjoy the show.
It's black, gold, and glimmer.
You are going to be slowly addicted to something new. But before we get you completely addicted, I have the very distinct honor of welcoming on stage the General Manager of L'Oréal Luxe, Mr. Lorenzo Piacentini.
Ciao a tutti. Good night. Thanks very much to everybody, and I'm very honored to welcome you tonight because tonight it's a very special night. We're celebrating a brand that for me is a real icon in fashion and in cosmetics too. You know, this guy speaks a lot of languages, Danish and Italian. So I asked him some help in Italian. Sto andando bene? Perfetto. Avanti? Okay. So, Yves Saint Laurent, for me Saint Laurent is the story of a man who is a genius. And it's a genius that left a huge heritage in fashion, a heritage which is still rocking today. The example is that also we have movies that talk about the art and life of Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent is also a leading cosmetic brand, especially Middle East. I think that Middle East is a sort of tailor-made region for Yves Saint Laurent because at the end, my perception of the refinement, luxury, culture of all women and men from Middle East is perfectly connected with Yves Saint Laurent. An example of this is the magic world of fragrances. So tonight we are going to discover a new creator from this world of fragrances. And since Italian speaks too much, it's over for me. And I hope you will enjoy this rock and roll night, even though I prefer techno. I'm sorry. If you cannot record this sentence. So we leave the stage to a person which is quite more beautiful than me and you. Yeah, me, of course. You, I don't know. Also, there is more. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to you all. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for being here to celebrate with us the launch of Yves Saint Laurent's new fragrance, Black Opium, as you saw. Black Opium, as you can imagine, is really following the trace of our mythical and iconic fragrance, Opium, that was launched in 1977, and since then it has been a symbol of addiction. And tonight, with Black Opium, we would like to take you further and travel together to Shanghai to dive into a new addiction, a new adrenaline, and a new energy. And this time, this energy is inspired by this new avant-garde rock attitude, a real black spirit. So Black Opium is actually putting together two different words, two different universes. The first one that's inspired by black, it evokes danger. And the second one, coming from opium, it really talks a lot about desire. So those two universes that are really dark and intense are really put together in this beautiful bottle. A bottle that actually is decorated with those diamond dusts. And really coming, like this finish is really something that's contemporary, but also something that will never die. And it's something that describes very well Yves Saint Laurent lady that we will discover now.
In a dark room we fight, make up for our love. I've been thinking about you, about us. And we're moving slow, our hearts beat so fast. I've been dreaming about you, about us.
So actually we're here to explain Black Opium, our latest launch, feminine fragrance range. Now this fragrance is actually a mix of very two polar opposite contrast of notes. So we have the coffee, which really gives it that energy and the addictive concept to it. And you have the white flowers, which is the salmon jasmine, which is what really gives it that feminine touch and the sensual feel to it. But to keep it long lasting for the long staying power, we've added the cedar wood and then the vanilla to the base.